How are you today? Nice to see you. This is Krista.
How are you?
I know you've been thinking about extensions, so she's going to be doing that part of the job today. So we have some hair here for you to go ahead and take a look at. Lots of samples, but I know you wanted to kind of stick with being a brunette, but I've been thinking, we've been doing this for over a year, and I'm thinking it's time for a little bit of a change.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure.
I'm thinking a little bit lighter since we do have a previous color story of up to a year on here. I'm thinking we should do something called kind of like a teasy light. I just back comb some of your hair, then I lighten up the rest, and then it kind of just smooths down and blends into a nice little melt. That way it's not much of a shock for you because I don't want to turn you platinum today, but I at least want to get you a little bit lighter for the summer. How do you think about that? Krista?
Sounds good. Yeah,
Sounds good?
I love it. And to add into your new color, we can definitely do some thickness, some length. Let's add on about 18 inches worth of hair and just make it all really stand out with those extensions towards the bottom. And whatever colors we end up doing, we're thinking some caramels, dark blondes, light blondes. Dylan will take over with that. I'll come in a little bit later and we're going to do a really good color match on you. I'll be able to match with all those colors, whatever he puts in your hair. Okay. And then we'll go from there.
Yeah, I need to lift you just to make sure I can break through all this old color story, and then we'll decide about hair from there, but considering we keep it in stock, we should have a great selection for you to choose from. Keep in mind, we will still keep this dark, kind of like a melt. So you'll go from your darker to lighter. You'll be totally like a balayage hand painting. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right.
So what I'm doing right here, it's a hand painting. She never done a transformation in her hair before. She has very fine hair, so I have to be careful with her hair. Yeah, this process takes like around 1 hour to do the application, and then it can be up to 45 minutes of processing time. We're using dual purpose liner.
Okay.
That's Paul Mitchell.
And why do you like that?
In her case, it's because she has dark hair, so it's a little bit stronger. Okay. But in the same way, I'm using Olaplex, so I'm gonna protect the hair during the process.
My name's Jake Carr, and I'm trying to be a rising star at Monaco. When I was living in New Orleans for about 5 years, and most of my friends were in like the movie industry, so and I'm a creative person, so I've been doing restaurant for the last 15 years, and I wanted to do something else. And after like a month or two of looking for schools, I decided to go to Paul Mitchell.
Now, what brought you to this place here?
Here, Paul Mitchell, the school, suggested that it would be a good fit for me, and here I came.
Here we are. Excellent.
I'm Marissa. I work at Monaco Salon. I'm a rising star here. We have, I think, 3 or 4 national educators here now.
Okay.
So I'll hopefully be the next one. I think that it's really great to have this and like show everyone kind of like what it really takes to be like one of the best salons or the best salon in Tampa, South Tampa. Just to be very educational. I think that it's really great. I think somebody needs to do it. Tonight we took, I worked with Dylan.
Okay.
So he's our artistic director here. So I worked with Dylan. I train with him like almost every single day. Every day that he's here, I'm with him. So it's kind of like it's a ball and chain effect. I'm always with him. So today we did a, I guess, ombre balayage. We're lifting the ends because she was actually going to go get extensions from Krista. So we were just like setting her up for success by putting the lightener in her hair, by creating the balayage or the ombre, so that again Krista could go and add in the extensions. Dylan, honestly, like he is such an inspirational person, and I'm not just saying that. Like just working with him, he gets along with everyone. Like he can meet you off the street and just get to know you, and just you can feel completely comfortable with him right off the bat. Like he makes you feel so comfortable. Like there's no like gray area with him at all. Like it's just, he's here and he's here to help you, and he wants to help you. And whatever goals you have, he pushes you to do them. There's like I want to be a national educator, and he's already brought me to like 3 classes with him. You have to want it. You have to want to be professional. You have to like really want to be a Paul Mitchell professional to be here. And if you don't, then go somewhere else. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
This is our color bar. This originated with Paul Mitchell Focus Salons. And what we like about our color bar is that it brings everything out from behind that magic curtain and it brings it out in front to your guests. That way your guest actually sees your color bartending, mixing everything right in front of them. So that way they know it's a lot more than just opening up that blonde box from Walmart. They actually see that there's a science and that there's education behind this. We have everything from our original, the color. We have the Color XG, which is Paul Mitchell's European color. We have demi-permanents, and we just keep coming up with color, beautiful colors like our Pop XG. It's fashion color, mermaid colors, blue, teal, silvers, all those are big right now. So there's basically anything you can find or anything your heart's going to desire. Color-wise, you will find it here behind our color bar at Monaco Salon.
To have a design center here at Monaco, we do have our future professionals, our FPs. They come in and they apply and they do some sort of a interviewing process. Probably about 3 to 4 times they would come in, they would play, they would hang out, and if we choose to bring them on board, they would then start an assistant program, which we call our Rising Star program. And that program can last anywhere from 6 months to a year. Right now, we had our first Rising Star that did a full session with us. She has been on the floor now on her own for 2 years. She's doing amazing. So we're starting with the next one.
Who's that? Give her a shout out.
Actually, it's Dee Dee.
Okay.
So Dee Dee's doing amazing, and don't want to go into numbers, but she's really, really happy at what she's doing, only being a hair artist for 2 years. So we have our next one on board, and that's Marissa, and she is going to start with 1 day a week on the floor. The rest of the days she will be here still helping and being a Rising Star, and they do 6-week boot camps at a time every single Monday for 6 weeks straight. They are here, just hardcore education. We take a break and then we start another 6 weeks of hardcore education. And that just prepares them to understand how we do things here. It prepares them how to handle their guests and deal with their guests. And also the knowledge in cutting and coloring and hair extensions that they need to be confident with to have a chair. So we're on our second person right now.
Well, my thought process right now is to get this lady happy. What we are doing is a dimensional color. It is going to be involving 3 different colors. A darker one, a medium one, and a light one, which is pretty basic. But it's going to be a little bit wintry, dark coppers, very natural, very seamless. Right now, she hasn't been in, what we've been doing pretty much is just highlights, lowlights. So we're incorporating 3 different colors so you can actually see the dimension in there. A little product knowledge. So the line that we use, that I'm familiar with and I worked with for the last 7 years, has been pretty much Paul Mitchell. So they have different brands, but my favorite one is, well, different lines per se. And my favorite one, and is the oldie one, is the color. It covers 100% of gray. It's very vibrant. It's ammonia free also, so I like it. This process start to finish, I would say it takes me about, I'm a quick foiler. I've been doing this a while, but luckily we're doing the partial version of everything. So we're not doing all of her hair, we're doing accent, everything is accented. So it will take me about maybe 25 more minutes to finish up the process. And then she has to process for another 30 to 35 minutes. So the whole process from start to finish, it takes like an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half.
So we went ahead and toned that bundle. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And what we're gonna do, Megan, because we have so many different colors to deal with, I'm gonna kind of play around first and see what looks best. I'm gonna put a few in, those might have to come out. Once I get that pattern going, it's gonna fly by and you'll be done in 20 minutes, okay? Sounds good. The majority of the time, I wanna see this color on top. On top, okay. Okay, so we're gonna test out first and then we're gonna go from there. So you already know how to do this, but 1/8 of an inch away from the scalp. Actually, this is a great way for me to test out too. We're gonna do 2 different ones in 2 different sections and see which one looks better when we lift it. And you won't even feel this. This is the best part about this extension. It's super, super like undetectable. You can run your hands right through it and you won't feel anything. So that will be exciting.
Those colors look really nice.
I think it's going to be so pretty.
Yeah. That's the one that we made, right? The one that we
That's the one that we just made.
It's pretty.
So we are almost there. So look at how great that looks. That's gonna be pretty close, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do a combination. We're gonna do a few rows with light on top and a few rows of dark on top to control her, not to get too light. Because if you get lighter than this, it's gonna look fake. All right, so I'm gonna try one more row and then I'm gonna let you go, okay? And this will be the row that we'll do all darks on top. When you get to the top where her hair is super short, it's gonna get eaten up. So make sure you still leave space. Is that why you asked me? Yeah. Okay. You're gonna go high, so don't worry about that. Always, every time that you finish a row, Maggie, we're gonna keep double checking on everything.
Okay.
So, time for lights. So at the very top, we're gonna end up with lights on top.
Okay, so we're not going to do the all light right now.
Yep. Your next two rows are all light on top. Meaning when we get here, we need to make sure that it's lights on top, not darks on top.
Okay.
So I was kind of testing that out to see which one's gonna look best, and light on top is what we're gonna do. But yes, your next two rows are gonna be all blondes. Double blondes, okay?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. I will be back.
So this is Caroline. She came in today for her regular touch-up, and we did a little bit something different. We got her very dimensional. We did cool coppers, we did warm coppers, and we kept it a little bit on the natural side, something that is easy and fun for her. Something that as it grows out, she won't be actually have to be a slave of coming into the salon. At the end, we actually did a really smooth and nice blow dry. We curl it, and this is the final result right over here. And if you get closer, you actually can see all the dimension.
What I decided to do on her hair is this soft hand painting because it's subtle, so I didn't want nothing drastic because her hair is dark on the top. So I use Paul Mitchell dual purpose liner, so that liner is a little bit stronger, so it can get me more lighter on that dark hair that she has. And I use Olaplex, so the Olaplex protect the hair strand during the process. After that, I use PM Shines as a toner, and I use A because her hair pulls red because it was dark. So this is the end result.
When you're the owner and you're running the show, surprises can happen, but you're the person that has to be the most dedicated to making sure that everything ends up the way that you want it to. Number one reason, your name's in the line. But number two reason is, you know, regardless, what I'm here to do is make sure that Angela's hair looks great from start to finish and that she's receiving the look and change that she deserves. So I'm still excited to be here. Honestly, the truth of the matter is I love what I do. I really, really love what I do.
This is the final results from our guest Angela today. We've taken her from a dark color story to a nice kind of hand-painted balayage look using Paul Mitchell dual purpose lightener and extensions. My part was the color. So what I did is I used our TZ light technique, which is I backcombed her hair, and then I went and I used dual purpose lightener with 20 volume, and then I melted that into 30 volume. After she lifted to our desired level, I went in and I toned her with our new the Demi, which is a demi-permanent color, and I used 9A. And then after that, we shampooed her hair twice with shampoo 2 to clarify her hair, and then we gave her to Krista.
Yeah, so what we did with Angela today for the extensions portion was we used Hair Dreams hair extensions. We used a blend of about 4 different colors to make this transformation. We used a caramel, 2 different color blondes, and a really light brown. So again, Hair Dreams hair extensions, keratin bond attachments. This will last her about 4 to 6 months of wear.
Let's turn it to the back so you can see what that looks like. So as you can see with the extensions and the color, it has a seamless blend. Gave her nice length, she has more volume, and it turned her into a blonde vixen that she didn't think she would try or she would like, and she's loving it.
Yep, and normally this is a process would probably take about 2 to 3 times. Dylan was able to get her to her desired end result in 2 sittings, and the extensions helped with the rest of it.
Absolutely. How do you feel?
Yes. I love it.
Love it? Looks great.
Thank you.